Welcome to the Building Design Primetime Podcast, focused on providing valuable information for anyone looking to undertake a new build or extension project. We'll share our tips, tricks and stories from a building designer's perspective.
Welcome to the Building Design Primetime Podcast. I'm your host, Amelia, and once again, we're joined by Frank.
Hey, Amelia. How are we?
Oh, pretty good for a Friday.
No wonder. You've had a mouthful of wine.
Oh, I have. Don't
It's
tell
Friday.
anyone. Don't tell the boss.
No, don't tell the boss. The boss gave you the wine.
That's right. He poured it.
All right. So today we're going to talk about the top 5 renovation disasters I've seen.
And I mean, you've seen a lot more than 5, haven't you?
Oh, hundreds. And some of them make me really upset.
I've seen some photos of some and it...
Yeah, there's a lot of dumb shit factors involved in some of them. And it's pure negligence.
Yeah.
And it's really sad.
It is. It's awful.
So we'll dive in. So if you're a homeowner considering renos, we spoke about a couple of podcasts. We've been talking about renos, extensions, go up, sideways, backwards, front, whatever suits. And we had a good chat about that. This is really for first-time renovators or people who've never done it before. You really need to be on your toes to be aware of this stuff. Because guess what? People lie.
Yeah, and they do a crappy job.
Crappy job, lie, and then they lie more. Mm-hmm. Then you can't find them. So I want you, have a listen to this, see if this may help you. So renovating should be fun, should be exciting. It's expensive. It's really expensive now. It's unbelievable. And it can turn into disaster and wasted materials. The worse than wasting materials or having to do things twice on the job to get it right is knowing that you think it's right and it's actually wrong and it actually can make you sick or ruin your house.
Yeah, and some people don't realise that.
You know, I've been in the game for over 30 years and I've seen some horrible stuff and foolish things. And, we'll just go through a few of those. So, disaster number 1.
What's number 1 on the list?
And I'm sorry to a lot of licensed builders here because a lot of you guys rock and you're awesome at what you do. But there's a bunch out there that I tell their clients, hey, no worries, I'll take care of the approvals. I know someone. I do heaps of work with them and I'll take care of it. Or even after planning approval, they've got all that sorted and they've got all the construction drawings and they jump into it. I'll take care of it. No worries. They don't. They didn't get the paperwork done. They didn't apply for permits. They didn't talk about building permits, plumbing permits. How do you know they met the planning requirements?
I think we even need to take a step back further than that because sometimes there's a bit of a fine line with these renovations. You don't always know whether you need a permit.
Well, we're going to get into that a bit more. And we've touched on this heaps of times. But
we have.
I can't believe this shit still happens. Sorry. It just drives me mental. Most builders that all builders we deal with, I would be happy for them to do my work for me. They do the right thing. They double check, triple check, and make sure everything's right. But there's a group out there that got some really weird ideas, and I just don't think they're educated properly. And they think, I'll take care of it. I know someone. I'll get this sorted. I'll get the building surveyor. I'll organise the plumber. The plumber will take care of it. And the consequences are, it could be halfway through, someone from the council drives past and, hang on, not aware of that project. Now have a look. There's no permit for it. No building or plumbing permit. Hello.
Yep.
Get smacked around the head, got to get sorted, delays, costs, all the rest of it. If you're in that position and the builder says it takes care of it, ask for the evidence. You need to say, I want the permits in my hand. I need to have a record of as a homeowner, you need to have the record of the building and plumbing permits.
And we do that when we do the building drawings and stuff. We provide them at the end.
Yeah, we provide it to the clients.
Yeah.
We arrange it for them so they don't have to. Why would you want to do it? It's a horrible bunch of paperwork.
Oh, there's a lot of paperwork.
It's huge. Stupid.
And forms that you probably, to most people,
Forms
they
2s,
won't make
3s,
sense.
35s, ridiculous.
55s, all of them.
Yep. So we take care of that for that specific reasons, and the builder gets a clean run. This is what we have to do. Doesn't avoid any problems on site, but at least you've got those, and it has to be completed. So you need to make sure the designer who does it for you either arranges it or you arrange it yourself or come and find someone or go see a building surveyor. Okay?
Yes.
They'll all be able to help you. The consequences are you have a building that's incomplete. And if you ever go to sell it or you get an insurance claim. And I've just seen one recently, we did insurance, where it was actually illegal works. They refused it.
And I guess they're well
Never got a permit.
within their right to do that.
Why were they well within their rights? Why would they insure something that doesn't have a permit?
It might not meet the minimum standard either.
Well, they don't
you
care.
don't know.
They actually don't care.
No.
You don't have a permit. You should have a permit.
Yes.
So be careful. All right. Here's another disaster waiting to happen because this is a myth. You don't need a permit inside your roof line. So if you have your roof and you've got an alfresco and want to turn it into a room, no worries.
You can just add the walls on there.
Add the walls in, pull out a wall, whatever.
Yeah, fine. No.
Rubbish. Not going to happen. Anyone who tells you that is, and I'm sorry, some real estate agents I've seen had that and I've had to pull them into line. You need a permit. You need a permit to build a new room.
Yes.
For one thing, foundations, are they right? Is the thermal performance right? Is the air gaps in the walls, roof, whatever, are they right? You don't know this. And you could actually be building yourself a sick building, addition to your house, and you get mould and all that, potentially. One of the classic things is if you've got a concrete slab hanging out the back, you've got an alfresco, and I'm using this as an example because it's got a roof space, right?
Yes.
That the slab that's in there may not have plastic under it. What we call Forticon. That means it's not waterproof.
Oh, okay.
So you put the walls on, do it all over, and then all of a sudden, why have I got this white and yellow mould under my carpet? Because the moisture goes through the concrete.
It does, yeah.
Concrete ain't waterproof unless you make it. There's a special way of doing it. So there's plenty of internal works that need permits, but especially structural walls. And they'd say, well, it's not structural because it's got a beam in there. That's fine, but you've made a wall and you've made a new enclosed space. Again, you need to consult your building surveyor, not council, building surveyor.
Yes.
Or your designer, building designer, or architect. They should know these rules inside out. So if you're converting this open space into habitable space, let's call it that, you need a permit. Very simple. Even if I've seen people do it with treated pine pergolas, I can just fill this in and make a rumpus room. A real estate agent said that while I was on site looking at a property for my brother.
Oh, that's a bit dodgy.
Yeah, I had to give him a little bit of an education.
Yeah.
So, the problem was he started arguing with me.
Did he really?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Pulled my credentials out and said, dude.
I know what I'm talking about. You don't.
So, next one. Box gutters and hidden leaks.
Oh, your favourite topic.
Oh, I saw it again today. I looked at a property today and where the gutters and flashings have failed and wacko, mouldy shit through the ceiling and walls. It's okay to specify this stuff. I know I bang on, don't do box gutters, but sometimes you're stuck. You have to do it. But they have to be designed to the code, or in my case, I believe if it has to be this size, go 50% more.
I was going to say, every one I've seen that we've designed recently has been the size of a runway at an airport.
Not quite. That's a bit of an exaggeration.
They're huge.
Look,
they're big box gutters.
You never complain when they work properly.
Well, that's exactly right.
Because no one gets up there to clean them, but you're supposed to. So they can leak if they're poorly designed. You can't change directions. You've got to get the sumps right, the rain heads right, overflows right, minimise the amount of joints in there and build out of quality materials. Silicon ain't the quality material.
No, and if you have a look at our good mate, the TikTok inspector.
Oh, I love his work.
He picks up I've found most of the common things that he picks up is usually in the box gutters and the drainage.
It's the roof plumber. And the guys doing that can't be roof plumbers.
No,
I've
not.
seen home amateurs do better jobs than that. They've got silicon and stuff smeared everywhere.
Oh, it looks terrible, some of it.
Oh, so that just doesn't work.
No, not functional.
And you're going to make someone ill. It leaks, it gets into the timber, the plaster everywhere, and what do you get? Mould, mildew.
Yes.
It's got potential to make someone very sick. So you don't always see the problem later. You may not ever see the problem. It's leaked behind the walls and all the mould and mildew are behind the walls.
Yes.
And rotting out bottom plates and whatnot. Yeah. Once it rots your timber, because we use a lot of pine, it is like a sponge and it rots super fast.
It does.
Massive repair bills. So make sure the design is correct and the experienced and qualified trades, good quality trades that you know you can go chase them up if there's something wrong.
Yes.
And I think that's a big part of it. We'll come to that a bit later. Also, if you're going to have box gutter, be prepared to clean it. More so than a normal eaves gutter. So, next one. DIY trades. This is a classic, and this happens more than I know. I know a guy.
Oh, yes.
Talk to your builder.
Yes.
Builder builds a new house, and this is an actual story. Brand new house, and in the time, it was like a $400,000 house. It's quite about 10, 12 years ago. Nowadays, it'd be close to about $900 to $1 million house. Says, I know a guy. I'll take care of the tiling and the waterproofing. And the builder goes, yeah, sure, I'll take it out of the contract. Nothing to do with me. 4 years later, wasn't just the bathroom it destroyed, all the robes around it and the laundry joinery, because it went in under the tiles, through the walls and whatnot.
Oh, no.
What ended up being, he might have saved, $5,000-$10,000, I don't know.
So this was because of poor waterproofing?
It failed.
Yeah, okay.
So sorry I didn't say that. So the tiler did the waterproofing, it failed, and after about 4 years, and the tiler took his call and said, yep, whatever, sue me.
Couldn't give two hoots.
Couldn't give two hoots. And back then, 4 years later, I think pretty sure it was about $38,000 fix.
Well, that's disappointing, isn't it?
And then from an insurance point of view, it says, well, you took it out of the contract and you organised it yourself. Well, I think it's on you, because they were going to go after the builder.
Yes.
Builder had to clear in his contract, not part of it anymore.
Yeah, right.
So, don't get your mate to do it.
No. Oh,
See,
dear.
Builders have got an interesting role, and it's one of very few roles that you'll find that they take on every other trade, and they are responsible. Everything from the excavator driver, the plumber, for the underslab, the concreter, the chippy. He might be a chippy. Who installs the windows? Who supplies the windows? Who puts the kitchen in? Who puts floor covers in? The plaster, the electrical, the insulation, the roof sheeting, you name it, fitting the whole thing off. And that one person, the builder with the licence, takes full responsibility.
It's a lot to take on, isn't it?
It is. Mm. And they should be respected for that. And they have to be well organised. And if they're not, it really shows. Classic example, never ever take it out. Because if something goes wrong, who are you going to go to?
Yeah.
Your mate? Mm-hmm. Do your cheap job on the plumbing. Yeah, awesome. So you got to avoid that. Builders manage all their subcontractors. They use quality guys. If it's a quality builder, they'll use quality subcontractors, and they will stand by their guys, and they will generally fix it.
Yes.
It's part of their warranty. Oh, here's another pearler. Cash jobs.
Oh, yes.
You've had experience of this, haven't you?
No, not necessarily. I have done the odd cash job. So we've got 2 bathrooms in our house. Yep. The downstairs one we did first.
Yourself?
Yeah, we managed all the trades and everything ourselves. Disaster. The upstairs bathroom, we engaged builder. So much better. So much better.
So you learnt a tough lesson.
I'd learnt a really tough lesson, yeah.
Because you're probably not as fierce as a licensed builder if one of their trades stuff up.
Well, one of the biggest problems is 2 of the different trades had differing opinions, and that made it really, really challenging, because one of them said, no, this is done like this, and the other trades guy said, no, this is done like this. And I thought, well, I'm not
surprised.
It's frustrating, yeah.
Yeah, would you do it? So which way would you choose?
For a bathroom, definitely I would just engage a builder.
Does the whole lot for you.
Yep.
100%. Couldn't agree more.
Even when we did our kitchen, I think they organised the plumber and everything for us too. Yeah. Yep. So it was fine. Because
they are accountable to the builder, and they will not get any more work. You do one job for you, you won't get any work from them again. Who cares?
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it's as black and white as that, isn't it?
Yeah. One of the trades we actually refused to pay. Like, that's how bad the work was.
That's your right.
Yeah. So, yeah, you do have to vet these people and qualify them. And
yep. But pay good money, work's half done. If you didn't get a permit, there's all this type of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just gobsmacking. I know we said 5, and we've given 5, but I'm going to give 1 extra.
You got a bonus one.
I got a bonus one. And this is no joke. This happens more, and I'm scared for the future because of the rules they changed here in Tasmania. So, in Tasmania, you can put a shed up on your property if it's 36 square metres or less, and I think it was 2.4 metres to the eaves. Mm-hmm. Pretty standard stuff, just perfect for a garage. You do not have to apply for a building permit.
Yeah, but...
Oh,
there's a but there.
There's the but.
There's a but there, isn't there?
Everyone loves a but. Okay, leave that one alone.
Yeah, you need to stop there.
Yeah, fair. You bought a proprietary shed, got someone to build it, and no one did any checks because there are about 4 basic checks you need to do, and you unknowingly had your builder, installer, some guy put up your shed and you built it up over an easement.
Yes.
I have seen this more than what I care to. It is gobsmacking. Built over sewer, stormwater mains.
Haven't you had one recently?
Yeah, just recently. Yeah. That was on top of all the other. They had a deck with the deck was fine. That was compliant. Then they put a roof over it. Then it wasn't compliant.
Oh no.
Yeah. So proprietary sheds usually got a concrete slab, and if they've done it, normally you can get away with there's no pressure on the pipe. If there's a pipe, you've got to put board piers, drill holes down, fill it full of concrete. There's no pressure on the pipe. But a lot of the time it's built and there's pressure. Easement gives whoever the regulatory authority or sewer, stormwater, power authority, they've got the right to go through and rip down anything in the way.
Yeah, which is why you're not supposed to build over those areas.
Yep. Hello, dopey.
Yes.
Now, because of the way the Tasmanian, now I don't know what it's like on the mainland, I don't think they have the same rules, which I think is smarter. They need to go through the 4-check process. You've got the issue of forced removal, legal costs, fines, all of the above. So if you get the 4 checks done and prepared by a designer or an architect, that's if they do that type of work, and get a proper check and you don't need a permit, happy days. We've done plenty of that for people. Just do a basic drawing. Yep, it's clear of easements. Keep it 1.5 off here. Do that. You're going to be okay. Same with decks, pergolas, all that type of stuff. It's the same thing. And it's pretty embarrassing when you find out, because guess who's responsible in the end? Not the guy that took the cashy to go put it up, I tell you.
No, that's right. The owner. It's up to you as the owner.
You as the owner. You're stuck with it. You're the bunny.
Yes.
It's all negative, all this, isn't it?
It is a little bit.
But this is real.
This happens in real life. This is what you've seen.
Oh, but I see it all the time. It just does my head in. All because people convince them, I don't need this bullshit. Just go put it up. I can do this. I can do that. It's just mad. So you spend tens of thousands of dollars on this stuff and you don't get it checked.
And I mean, when you think about it, to get those checks done is such a small expense usually to the cost of whatever the project is.
Well, sometimes it's not, unfortunately. Sometimes it is a fair bit of money, but it's a good investment.
Well, in the long run, when you look at what potentially could go wrong...
Oh, you pull it down, you lose the lot.
Yeah, you would save heaps of money for that small expense at the beginning.
Yeah, you're right. So get a professional that doesn't cut corners.
That's easier said than done.
Why?
I think it can be really challenging trying to qualify people and make sure that they're going to do a good job.
Always get a second opinion. So if the builder says something, go talk to a professional designer, building surveyor. They'll be able to soon, is this true? Mm-hmm. A lot of this stuff is very avoidable. If you have a mindset in your head, I think I need a permit for it, go find out.
Yes.
Just go find out.
Just check if you're not sure. And I think that's the problem.
But you've got to talk to the right people.
Exactly.
There are literally only 3 people that can give you the advice. And I'm sorry, people at council, you look at it from one point of view. A designer, an architect or a building surveyor looks at it from all the points of view.
Yes.
Because that's our job. So don't talk to people at the council which you don't know what department they're in. If you talk to a planner, you get planning advice. Talk to building, they give you building advice. Talk to plumber, they give you plumbing advice. Talk to the lady at the front counter, she's lovely and all the rest of it, or he's lovely, whatever. But they don't know the technical side of this. So you need to get everything in writing. And I've had a client like that just recently. She bought something and found out it was illegal works. She was told it was all right. We're able to sort it out, and she's pedantic now.
Yeah, but she had to learn.
Oh, she's fantastic. She's studying it, pedantic, keeping us accountable. Love it.
That's good.
It's great. So, takeaways.
Do your research.
Oh, not just that. Second opinion, isn't it? As I just said.
Yeah,
it's your second
that's
opinion.
a good one.
Don't believe the bullshit people tell you.
Yeah, don't take what everyone says for gospel.
Yeah. Oh, he's a builder. Is he licensed for one thing? And I'm sorry, some of the licensed builders actually don't know this stuff well. I'm very sad to say.
Yeah. I mean, they might have even said, oh, you don't need a permit for this.
Yeah, and you trust them 100%.
And you trust them because you think that they know what they're talking about. Yeah.
People talk about medical now. Everyone's getting a second opinion, and it does include Dr. Google. Go get a second opinion.
Yeah.
Why not? Hiring your own trades. Don't do it.
Yeah, well, I've just
don't.
Shared my experience on
Just
that.
don't. If you've had an extension designed or whatever and you've got box gutters, talk to the builder to make sure that it's 100% okay. Is it potentially going to cause me leaks? Is this roof going to leak in the future? It's a fair question to ask because all you need is one flashing that's not done right. It's amazing how small the problem could be in your roof, and the hat on your house fails. It's so disastrous you can't even imagine. Just a slow drip, it will blow your mind, the damage.
Yeah. Especially over a long period if you don't know about it.
But that's it. It's a
you
long
can't
period.
see it.
It's no different than a slow leaking stormwater pipe next to a house. For whatever reason, it's moved, it's shifted, it's cracked, and then your house forms a crack in the side of it because of the leaking stormwater. That's real. It does happen.
Yeah.
Paying cash for work and then the builder disappears. There's another one.
Yes.
El Shonko builders. Don't do it. Don't pay cash. Do it properly. Get the GST and know where they live so you can take them to the magistrates if you have to, or through to CBOS. And the kit sheds.
Yes.
We've already had it on the podcast. There's 4 clear steps you need to check. So, do you think we've educated everyone on this now?
I think it's a good start. I'd like to hear probably a few more renovation disasters on another podcast because you would have so many.
Oh, I've had one where they landed up in hospital due to the sickness of the mould. Yeah, sad.
It's pretty
horrible.
extreme, that one.
It is extreme, but it was extreme. It did put her in hospital for weeks.
That's awful.
Could have killed her. And this is why we're talking to Zara, we're talking to other people, we're talking about healthy homes. Your house should be healthy.
Oh, 100%.
But how do you know? You can't see behind the walls.
No.
You can't see underneath your floor.
That's right.
Pulling carpet up and seeing this white and yellow shit underneath your carpet, it's like, what the hell? Or black chipboard.
Yes.
And I don't mean to scare everyone, but this is reality. If it's not done right, it will devalue your building. It's going to cost heaps of money, but potentially make you very sick.
And if you're not sure, just ask.
Ask the experts.
Ask the experts. That's a good place to wrap up, I think.
I think so.
Thanks for listening to the Building Design Primetime Podcast.
Catch us later.
You're listening to the Building Design Primetime Podcast.